I am slowly realizing the reason why my videos are like nearly 20 minutes long. I go on and on about nothing. But anyway, this week was fun. Last week I had that big party on Saturday. And this week I had a bunch of guests over as well. I mean, not all at once, but I had one on Monday, and I had one on pretty much not every day, but for the most part. Swim practice continued. Uh, Swim practice is really fun. Uh, we talked about our next meet, and I realized that swim season is almost over, and I'll be honest, I'm gonna be sad because I met some wonderful people that way. Some people I won't be seeing probably anymore until the next year because you don't really hang out other than swim practice. Now that I think about it, um, hopefully I'll be able to talk to some of these people some more. But other than that, uh, I only actually ever get to see them for swim practice, so it kind of bums me out. Um, on Monday, I had a friend over. We hung around my room for like 3 hours, and I drove her to practice. She took like the entire car ride home trying to find her radio station, and it's funny to me because um, my radio station was set to 107, and I didn't choose that. It was just on 107, and she's like, I'm trying to find my radio station, 105, and I didn't realize what she was doing, but she had gone through like 10 different radio stations. She had to just press one button, just hit down. You would have gotten the next one, but she spent the entire car ride trying to find her radio station, and then I parked the car, and she goes, "I found it." But I guess it was nice. I did like the radio station. Three songs, literally. We sat in the car for a bit because we were waiting for our coach to get here before we were allowed entry into the pool. So we sat in the car, and three songs in a row played. I liked. First one was "Such Great Heights" by the Postal Service. Um, Budapest by George Ezra, and I Bet My Life by Imagine Dragons. I was listening to Such Great Heights by the Postal Service, and I find it really funny because I said, the more I listen to this, the more this sounds like Ben Gibbard. And then I watched the music video, and like, he looks like Ben Gibbard. And then I look at it, and then I look at the comments, and they go, this guy sounds like the guy from Death Cab. And then the reply is just, yeah, that is the same guy from Death Cab. So I was like, oh, okay. I don't know why I didn't put two and two together. It's like, this guy both looks and sounds like the guy from Death Cab. Nah, it can't be him. But I like that song a lot. I did fall in love with this other song. I did fall in love with this other song. Uh, the second one, which was Budapest by George Ezra. I just like it because it's a guitar. That song is hard to play. Um, you can tune your guitar down to D, but I try not to mess with my strings that much. So as much as I can, if I need to change it, I'll use a capo. So I have it set to first, and you play an E minor, and you pluck the sixth string, and then you claw at 4, 3, and 2. So you go 6, 4, 3, and 2, and then you hit 5, and then you hammer on second fret, and then you go back to 4, 3, and 2, and then you do that over and over again. My guitar's away. I don't feel like taking it out. Maybe some other time. But it sounds super nice if you're able to do it, but it's really hard to navigate. Um, but it's super nice. It's super fun. I'm getting more and more used to singing along to songs. It's still not something that I'm 100% used to. Screw it here. I'll show you. Okay. I wonder what that's gonna look like. I forgot there's a pause button on this recording. Um, I try not to put so much effort into these videos. You hold an E, and then you claw it. It sounds like. Yeah, something like that. I'm still not 100% used to singing along to the songs, just because once I lose the rhythm, I forget the lyrics. Um, and so I need to get used to it. But I'm getting there. I just picked it up and I started singing it, and it's not that much of a hassle to me. I guess it really is just so you just have to get it. I asked my guitar teacher. I was gonna say history teacher because he was also my history teacher for like 2 years prior. So I asked him, like, do you have any tips for singing along the songs? And he's like, no, you just do it. I'm sorry. I wish I had something more better to tell you or something like that. But it's just you just have to get used to it. I'm sure there is a method, but but so I've been trying to learn that because I like the song so much, and I also told my friend I learned the song. But I'm getting down. I'm getting it down. It's not that hard of a song. It's like 3 or 4 chords. It's the chord transitions are a little bit weird, especially when you move from E minor, doing the weird claw thing that I was. You go down to an A, then you go back to the E, and it's a little bit awkward. So that happened on Monday. On Tuesday, my friend came back, and because he also didn't have a ride, he just hung around here, same as my other friend from Monday. This is the guy that cooked for us on Saturday. He forgot his salami in my house, and so he's been yelling at me to give me back his salami. And he came over to my house, and he forgot his salami. So I ended up just bringing it the next day anyway. Last day of swim practice was on Thursday. I found out one of my teammates was just insane. Like it was our last day of practice for spring break. So we were just deciding to have fun, and our coach was like, just do some bullshit laps. So I want you guys to do a full lap of Roman bathtub. And Roman bathtub is basically like you're on your back and you're trying to do breaststrokes, feet first. And it's dumb. And he said the flatter you go, the faster you're gonna go. And I was like, I can't even lie on my back properly without it being disorienting. Like it's just having my head out but my ears still submerged. It screws with my sensations. I don't know how to describe it. It's weird for me, but I couldn't do it. And then we had to do reverse streamlines, and I couldn't do any of them because they were all bullshit, and he knew it. He wasn't expecting any of us to get it, but a lot of people did. I didn't. Reverse streamline for the layman, it's just regular swimming. You just take a stroke, flutter kick. It's just regular kicks, But you do that backwards. So you do that hand first, and then you move backwards, and it's so dumb. And then we played a variation of a popular one of our common pool games, Sharks and Minnows. This one was called Animal. Sharks and Minnows is kind of like tag, where you're trying to get the minnows are trying to avoid the shark. If your head is above the water and you get tagged by the shark, you are now a shark. You tag the other minnows, get them before they reach the other side of the wall. Animal is kind of like that, except the teams are divided, split, and the idea is just to get your whole team across first. And it was basically the only thing I remember from that was getting into a large cuddle puddle with like 3 or 4 people, and my beast of a teammate grabbed all of us because I was in the middle of the circle. I was holding on to my teammate who's trying to help me get to our side, whereas I was holding on to on my other hand I was holding on to the one of our opponents, trying to prevent him from getting to his wall. So I was holding on to both of them, and meanwhile his teammate was trying to hold me back, bring me over to there so that they win. My other teammate comes up and grabs all of us and just starts yanking towards the wall. And I go, oh my god, I had no idea. Like, I knew, like, deep down I must have known, but I had no idea to what extent. It was pretty amazing. And then, so that was fun. Swim practice is fun. Always, always, always. I mean, it gets tiring, but, you go back to it at the end of the day. Hey, man, I gotta work out. On Friday, I had my friend come over. I had her play Journey. And Journey, for those that don't know, is a PS3 game where the objective literally is to walk towards a mountain. And that sounds like the most boring thing ever. And once you find out that the game takes place in a desert, you'll find out that it might sound super boring, but I promise it's not. I promise. The idea isn't in shoot bangs, flash, action, whatever. It's artistically beautiful. It is emotionally captivating. You get a different experience for it every single time. And what I've been doing is I've been having individual friends come over and play Journey because I wanted to see their reaction to it. Not a lot of my friends have played Journey, and this particular friend actually has never seen anything about it. And I told him, don't look up anything about Journey because I want you to be raw for when I have you play it. So she was like, fine. I've been doing this a handful of times, and I will say that it's never failed yet. The most recent reaction was trying to interpret what the story being told was and like how they felt about it, and whether or not they liked it. I should have a set of questions ready for the next time I do this, but in the meantime I'm just gonna wing it. But I'm glad that other people are enjoying it other than me, because it is like this game came out 2012. That's 3 years ago, and it's still one of my favorite games out there. If you can, I would suggest buying the digital copy of the game. It's $10, but if you can find it, I would suggest getting the physical disc because it not only comes with Journey, it also comes with the two other games that the same company has made for the PS3, which was Flower and Flow. So if you haven't heard of Journey, I'm sure lots of people have heard about Flower, but Journey I feel is great. It's a fantastic game. It's just artistically it's nice. It's supposed to come out for the PS4 with a photo booth function. I can't wait for that to come out because man, oh man, that's the one thing missing from Journey is being able to pause the game and take screenshots. The game looks so pretty. It looks like fantastic wallpaper. Sometimes I feel like I just want to boot it up just because I want to see how pretty it is. That's the only reason why. But it was fun. That was pretty much my entire week. I don't like talking about all the sad stuff, but there's been a handful of that going on recently. But it's all internal. It's all problems I'm making up in my mind. I promise I'm gonna try to be okay. I made this video late. I realized because I thought I had made a video before, but whatever. I'm gonna try to work on making these videos shorter. But for now, I'm gonna try to keep it consistent. But anyways, I hope everyone has a good week. I will see you guys next time. Hopefully, probably this Friday. Thanks for watching.